So this is one of their latest mid-range offerings. Massive battery, but it still feels very slim and narrow. 6.43-inch AMOLED display, absolutely gorgeous. This is a true triple SIM tray, so you can utilize 2 SIM cards plus a micro SD card. And all in all, it's the best budget-friendly phone that I've seen in a long while. By the way, if you want to see all my videos about the Redmi Note 10, then just type in ChrisViral Redmi Note 10 in the YouTube search and you will find all the videos.
Initiating. Welcome back. Welcome back to my daily grind. Create yourself is what you'll find me doing every day and every night. No time to lose, one day, one step in the right direction. I'm Chris and I'm only here to show you if I can do it, you can do it too.
Welcome back to the vlog. It is Friday, another day, another chance to push hard, and the topics for this vlog are the features, the specs, and my first impressions of the Redmi Note 10. So let's get it. By the way, all the product reviews right here, watch them all. But before we get started, love goes out to all my subscribers. Thank you for making my life special and worth living to the max. So let me try to give back with a sweet video. If you want to know more about the setup and the bloatware and all the apps and all of that good stuff, customization, then check out my last vlog right here. In this one, I will take a deep dive into all the specs and the features, and after that I will get to my first impressions back to back, so let's go. Let's start with the overview, and this URL is my biggest source basically. So the Redmi Note 10 was released in March 2021 on a global level. The price is around 199 euros or $209. Read the measurements for yourself. The weight is 178 grams. We have a plastic build, plastic frame, plastic back. The operating system is MIUI 12 based on Android 11. Chipset is Qualcomm STM768, 11 nanometers manufacturing process. We have an octa-core CPU. We have 6 times 1.7 GHz of Cryo 670 silver and 2 times 2.2 GHz of the Cryo 460 gold. GPU is the Adreno 612. My model has 4 GB of RAM at 1800 MHz, 64 GB of internal memory, UFS 2.2, so this is fast memory. Let's get to the sensors. We have the fingerprint scanner, which is side mounted. We have an accelerometer, a gyroscope, proximity sensor, compass, ambient light, and a magnetometer. The battery is a non-removable rechargeable 5000 mAh LiPo battery. We have the IP53 rating. That means it's splash and dust resistant. And the unique selling points of this device: extremely cheap, but it still has great specs and that premium look. Great display, big battery, and fast charging. Let's get to the connectivity. We have 4 2G bands. We have 3 3G bands and 6 4G bands, so all in all it's not that much. We have Wi-Fi 5, dual band, Wi-Fi direct and hotspot. Also we have Bluetooth 5.0, also NFC capabilities and infrared blaster and positioning. Yes, of course, GPS, assisted GPS, GLONASS and Baidu. Oh, by the way, we actually also have Galileo, the European GPS, but I apparently forgot to write it down. And we also have FM radio. Moving on to the audio, we have an earpiece, of course. It's a mono speaker on the front side. It's so slim, it's crazy. We have stereo speakers, one on top and the other one on the bottom. So this will make sense in landscape mode. Then you have left and right speakers. Also, we have 2 microphones with active noise cancellation. The size of the display is 6.43 inches. We have almost 84% of screen to body ratio, 1080 times 2400 pixels, 20:9 ratio, 409 ppi, and the refresh rate is 60 Hz. The type is Super AMOLED with 1100 nits of peak brightness, and it also features Corning Gorilla Glass 3. Moving on to the camera module. It's a quad camera module. The main camera features a 48 megapixel sensor, 1.5 inch sensor, Sony IMX582 Exmor RS. It's a CMOS sensor with 0.8 micrometers of pixel size. The aperture is 1.8, focal length is 26 millimeters equivalent, so it's a wide angle. Best photo setting is 48 megapixels and best video setting is 4K at 30 FPS. Focus modes are autofocus, macro and infinity, and we have electronic image stabilization. We have digital zoom and an LED flash on the back. For the secondary camera, which is the ultra-wide camera, we have an 8 megapixel sensor, 1/4 inch this time, and 1.12 micrometers pixel size. Aperture is 2.2. Don't know about the focal length, but the field of view is 118 degrees, and yeah, this is an ultra-wide angle. The best photo setting is around 4.8 megapixels, and the best video setting is 1080p at 30 frames per second. The focus mode is fixed at infinity, and we also have the digital zoom and the LED flash. For the tertiary secondary camera. We got a depth sensor with a 2 megapixel sensor and 2.4 aperture. And the last camera is the macro camera. This is also only a 2 megapixel sensor with an aperture of 2.4, but this one works surprisingly well. Don't know about the focal length. Best photo setting is 1.2 megapixels and the best video setting is 1080p at 30 frames per second. Don't ask me about that. If you click the 2x option in the camera app, usually then it will switch to the macro mode, but in the video mode it's probably using the main camera. And besides that, digital zoom and of course the LED flash. For the front camera we have a 13 megapixel sensor, around 1/3 of an inch, 1.12 micrometers pixel size, 2.5 aperture, focal length is 3.5 millimeters. It's a wide angle. Best photo setting 13 megapixels and best video setting 1080p at 30 frames per second. The focus of this camera is fixed, no autofocus or something like that, but it does feature HDR and face detection and also face unlock. And lastly, the ports, slots, buttons and indicators. Well, there is no indicator, but for data and charging we have USB 2.0 Type-C. We also have USB OTG. We have an audio jack 3.5 millimeters and we have two buttons. Basically we have the power button with the integrated fingerprint sensor and the volume rocker, and you can insert two SIM cards, two nano SIM cards, dual standby mode, and on top of that you can insert a micro SD card to expand your memory without losing a SIM card slot. So I hope you enjoyed this in-depth deep dive. Pulling out the specs straight out of the phone is a lot of fun and I love coming up with these lists. So this is one of their latest mid-range offerings. Massive battery, but it still feels very slim and narrow. The materials are mostly plastic, but it's still IP53 rated. That means it's dust and splash resistant. It has tapered sides, makes it easy to grip, feels good in the hand, and also this flexible case feels quite nice. 6.43-inch AMOLED display, absolutely gorgeous, 409 ppi, and this is Corning Gorilla Glass version 3. But again, it comes with a screen protector pre-installed. These weird reflection issues are caused by the screen protector, so if you want those gone, just remove it. The colors are rich and it has great viewing angles, high brightness, and the touch screen itself has a touch polling rate of 180 Hz. Can you see this? These weird reflections, these are caused by the screen protector. Anyways, the bezels are very slim, 13 megapixels front-facing camera, and above it is a really slim earpiece. Then on the top left side is the SIM tray. This is a true triple SIM tray, so you can utilize two SIM cards plus a micro SD card. On the other side, on the right side, is a power button with the integrated fingerprint sensor and the volume rocker. The case and the back and the buttons, all of that is plastic, but everything still looks and feels like high quality. On top, as you can see, we have one of the speakers, an IR blaster, and one of the two microphones. On the bottom, we have the 3.5mm audio jack, the main microphone, and yes, another speaker. On the back is a camera module which protrudes a bit, but with a case this is no problem whatsoever. 48 megapixel main camera, 8 megapixel ultrawide, 2 megapixel macro and 2 megapixel depth sensor. So the focus is for sure on the main camera and also a bit on the wide lens, but the macro camera is also surprisingly good, and it also has an LED flash. Out of the box, the phone runs on MIUI 12, which is based on Android 11, and all in all is the best budget-friendly phone that I've seen in a long while. So all in all, I'm very impressed. So I hope you found this interesting. As always, I took that deep dive, extracted all the infos, all the missing infos from the phone itself. If you want to know more about this, then check out my next vlog right here. I will get to a speaker demonstration, and of course I will test all the cameras, take a look at a lot of demo footage. So I guess I will see you there, because that's it for this one. Smash the like button, the way this device is smashing the competition. Bang the bell like to never miss product reviews, and check the recent news on ChrisViral.com. And that's it for today. I will see you tomorrow.